Hi guys, I hope that you're all safe and well, and I hope that you've had an awesome day, a fabulous weekend, and a mystical and magical Halloween. A few people have been messaging me today asking, are there any rituals or any spells that I could recommend, or any things that I could do that they could sort of potentially copy and do later on today. So I know this is a little bit last minute. You probably wouldn't have had time to necessarily get the pieces or the equipment. But the great thing with magic, it's not so much about having to have everything properly in its place. It's about the intentions of what we do. So what I'm going to show you is actually something that I did last year with some amazing friends and people from my circle. When we all got together last year, and we had a fabulous Halloween little seance and ritual time, and just a gathering in my cellar. Obviously I haven't done anything like that this year, but I've still got all the sort of paperwork and all the sort of spells that we did, and I've still got a leftover piece. So I thought I'm going to show you this because it's going to be easy. So there's two parts to this. I'm going to show you, first of all, I'm just going to do a separate piece because I think it's a really lovely tribute to do, and then I'll show you the spell part itself. So the tribute sort of piece, or it's called a sort of a Samhain prayer. Now people always get sort of caught up in how am I saying this word, because it's spelt a certain way but it doesn't sort of look like how it's spelt, and it's pronounced Samhain. I just googled it to make sure I got the right pronunciation, because I always get stumbled with this, and being dyslexic as well is one that really plays me up. But I just want to read this to you because it's really lovely. So this is a prayer, or just a piece really, and it says, "The veil grows thin at the time of the dead, as we honour our long-gone ancestors, in whose footsteps we tread. Life retreats into the bulbs and roots. The time has passed for the flowers and fruits. As leaves fall thick and carpet the ground, the dark mother waits in silence profound. Now is the time for the apple feast. Time stands still for humans and beasts. Seek the wisdom of days gone by, to deal with the past and let it lie. Face your shadow and accept your faults. Look now to the future to seek full results." And I just think that's such a lovely, powerful prayer, because obviously Samhain is also not just the honouring of our ancestors and our loved ones, it's also the official Witches' New Year, and it is a time to celebrate, to give thanks to everything that this year has provided, but it's also a great time for, you know, what's to come for the future, basically, you know, for the next sort of cycle of our life. So the spell that I want to do for you then is the Samhain sort of blessing spell, and it's just a nice, simple, gentle one, this one, but I thought it'd be nice to sort of do. I'm just going to move this out of the way. So yeah, I thought it would be really nice to sort of do. So what you will need, if you have got them, you will need 3 coloured candles, a red one, a black one, and a white one, a piece of red ribbon, and some sort of cauldron or dish to place your candles in. If you haven't got any of that, what you can do is literally you could get 3 tea lights, and you know, you could just have them as representations. So you could even mark on them for one being red, one being black, and one being white. It doesn't necessarily matter. Now I've got all the kit apart from the ribbon. I've got no ribbon, so I've improvised, and I've used literally from my material box a piece of red yarn or a piece of red thread. That's what I'm going to use as a representation, because I haven't got any red ribbon. So what I've done, literally, I've got my 3, this is literally this little candle holder. I actually had these for my wedding. This is just a random leftover one. And what I've done there, as you can see, it says to tie the red ribbon around the candles and put them all in situ. Now you can hold them in your hand as they burn, but for me it made more sense to place them in this sort of cauldron and then hold them like that as they burn. So I'm going to just pull the wicks up if I can slightly. Okay, so we're going to do the spell then. So once you've got something that looks similar to this, I would sort of draw your or put your ribbon around. It does say in there, as the candle burns down, to remove the ribbon, but because this is thread, I'm probably just going to let it burn, to be honest. I don't think it's going to be a real problem. Okay, so I'm going to hold this in my hand because it feels really powerful and really important that I should be holding this in my hand a little bit. So, to bless past, present and future during Samhain, Tie with red ribbon a black, white and red candle. Light them. So let's light them up. Oops, that's easier said than done with this. There we go. So they're just going to light. Let them. I'll just wait for them to all ignite. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, really powerful. Wow. Okay. And then it says to just say, as the past drifts away. Ooh, did you see that? I don't know if you saw that on the video, but the lights just all changed then as I started to incantate the cantation. Wow, that's quite powerful. I could feel a surge of power then. Let's try that again. As past drifts away, going into a fade, I hold with me the fond memories that I've made. I enjoy the present for where I've stayed. It is nothing I would ever trade. I embrace the future for which I've prayed and welcome abundance for yet another decade. And then all you do is you let the candles burn down, and it just says here, make sure that the ribbon doesn't get burnt with it. But I think actually I'd like to sort of burn the ribbon for this, because I think that the binding them together creates more power actually. So I feel that by binding that, it's honouring the lessons, the teachings of the past, the energies of the immediate space, and then the opportunities of the future. So I see that spell a bit different. And this is the great thing with magic. You can take a spell, and if it doesn't fully resonate, or if you don't like an aspect of how it sits with you, you can tweak it, you can change it to make it work. So this is very simple, this is very easy. So what I'm now going to do, I'm literally just going to hold this in my hands for a time, and I'm actually going to meditate with these candles, and I'm going to actually just think about, I'm going to remember and think about this year, the good things that have happened, and also the negative things that have happened, and the things that I still want to experience, the things I still want to achieve. I'm going to think about it all, meditate with this for a while. Bear with me. Incense going down the wrong hole. Just while the energies sort of do their thing and they burn. And yeah, just sort of feel blessed for the magic and the power of life, really. And all the lessons, the good lessons and the bad lessons, the celebrations and the honourings of what I've experienced this weekend, with amazing connections and amazing souls, both on the physical earth, but also those connections in the spirit world as well. So I'm going to do a little bit of this, let these burn to the ground, and then once it's burnt down, that will be the spell very much complete. So, oh, I don't know if you can see this. These are just going mental. Oh, they've moved now. I've sort of moved it up. Just now they were literally all bouncing at the same time. There's some real powerful activity in these candles. Definitely the way they're flickering, there's some really, really powerful energies at the moment. Okay. So I'm going to leave this video with you. I hope it resonates. I hope it makes sense. Give it a try if you'd like to. Oh, every time I put these candles down, they start bouncing. I'll see if I can just pull this up so you can see this a little bit. You're probably not going to be able to. Nope, they've gone sort of calm as a cucumber now. But before they were going really, really mental. Excuse my pyjama bottoms if you can see the stripes that I'm wearing there. Oh, that's not going to do it now. It was bouncing in a way where it was acknowledging the spell. Does that sometimes. Okay, that's cool. I'm going to leave this with you. Have a fantastic evening. Stay safe, stay well, and embrace the magic. And I'll see you soon. Bye for now, guys.